This will be the last kind of easy course that we go for. After this, we got to try and start working into some hard courses now.
This is EA Sports. PGA Tour coverage coming up next. New course to most of the golfers on tour. This challenging layout just opened in 2015. Today we're along the east coast of Maine. Rich Lerner with Frank Nobila. We'll be calling all the action from the cliffs at Lighthouse Pointe.
Another great design from Brand Patel, and they really threw the boat out here. Some excellent choice of holes, and you got to see the changes in elevation. You get this on a windy day, and of course 7,700 yards will play even longer than that. A nice calm day though, Rich, and you really can shoot a good score out here.
Frank, what a way to start. This is all you want, a par 4 of nearly 500 yards.
And a 90-degree dogleg. There's a bunker in the distance, Rich. That's almost your run-out area.
We literally almost put that through the hole that we normally go through.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
138 is up 9 feet.
This looks like it's heading for the bunker.
That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short.
Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means. Okay, good shot on the dance floor. Settles in over the putt. +1 in the early going.
Not the start that we usually hope for, but all right.
Now at the second here at Lighthouse Pointe, Frank, this is some
It's not
tough
where you
par
start
3.
out.
If
It's
you
where
want
you
to
end
try
up,
and
right?
really break the hole down and be a purist here, Rich, you'd like to hit a little cut into this green, something that moves away from the water and the cliff back towards that bunker. That would be the perfect shot to hit. But such a difficult par 3. Anything on the green would be good here. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. That's a bit offline in the rough.
Expect it to hook left like it always does.
Frank, this ball's in the rough. You like to hinge just a little bit quicker on the takeaway when the ball is down like this?
No, when it's down, you've just got to make sure that you wind up almost like you're hitting a tee shot. This is not one to be dallied with. You've got to hit it powerfully, and you really have to focus on that club getting through the grass, past the ball, and out the other side. I mean, this skill, and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position. 1 over for the day. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo, back with you at the third hole here at the Cliffs. And this is a hole that offers up a chance to put a red number on the board, Frank.
It certainly does. A good drive finding this very narrow fairway will certainly give you the opportunity to reach the green in two. Stray a little left, either with the drive or the second, and all of a sudden you might realize this par 5 has teeth.
Headed for the bunker?
See, now that
And
should
the tee
have
shot
gone
ends up
straight,
in the bunker.
perfectly straight on my swing, and it hooks to the left. Last time
Missed
I
the
wanted
fairway
it to
in the
hook
fairway
left,
bunker
it didn't
now.
hook left.
It's not all gloom and doom though. Lip isn't too high. A good swing here still shouldn't be a problem.
Now watch, let's compensate this over a little bit. Just gonna bounce and roll a touch. Out of the fucking sand, it goes straight.
You wouldn't call that a miss hit, but it wasn't his best. That one just sort of drifted right and a long ways from the flagstick.
Down 11 inches, and we gotta go around that damn hook there. So. If it stops there, it should be pretty flat.
Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. Locked in on the
So
read
we had to go
and
around
the
that
speed.
damn thing anyway. This should be straight.
And so just getting
There's
started,
our bogey
even
back.
par so far. Fourth hole is 411 yards, par 4. And Frank, this is a kind of hole where you want to pull out the cell phone and take a few pictures. The views are absolutely stunning.
Alright. We seriously better not let this stray left.
Oh, I like that.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut. Oh, that's it. New member of the 300-yard club.
Good poke right there. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Frank, there's a real art to putting a good score on the board, isn't there?
Yeah, that's why stroke play is so tough, Rich. You know, you're trying to minimize everything on a golf course. Turn a 6 into a 5 or a 4 into a 3. It's like even off the edge of a green, trying to get up and down in 2 rather than 3. And you've got to do it for 18 straight holes. If it's a 72-hole tournament, then you've got to do it for 4 straight days. And that's why that's always been the best predictor of our best players. The ones that can go 4 days and make the least number of mistakes.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. This is a pretty long putt here. You'd be happy to get this to within 2 or 3 feet. You really want to take the stress out of that next putt. Looks like he just misread that.
Even par currently.
Still playing even for the day after the par. Now the fifth hole, par 4, 481 yards.
Find the fairway, and it's a fairly generous one, and you should have a shot where you want a nice lofted one over that front bunker to land softly on the green.
Okay, we definitely cannot afford to have this stray to the left.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are, because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Frank, this is a cross-country putt. He'll have a go at it, though, for birdie. We'll see.
There's no backing down here. This is going to go up and down and all over the place, but a chance to go in.
Good looking putt right here. He might like it. Oh, yeah, he's going to love that one, Frank. Sensational effort.
Oh, just eat that up.
Par 3 sixth is relatively short, 198 yards, Frank.
But this one, really, you've got to go airborne here. That bunker that protects the left side and front, you've got to carry that and get it to land soft so it doesn't skip through the back of the screen.
That one is bunker bound, it looks like. In the bunker, still with a chance for an up and down. And yet again, he has hit it off the tee and into the bunker. All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really, you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
Frank, that reminds you of maybe what, the greatest bunker player of all time? Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. So frustrating sometimes on the greens, isn't it? Drop shot here at the sixth. Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round.
If I could hit that right, it would have hit it.
Now to the seventh hole here at Lighthouse Point, Frank. We all love the shorter par 4s.
There's so many decisions to be made here at 7. If you look at the scorecard, it's not very long, but when you start to flash your driver down that right side, you'll notice that fairway gets very narrow. So the decision is really that's the prudent play or not. From there, it's just a short iron in, and you should be looking at birdie.
Yeah, come on out on the fairway.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Miss-hit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All of the above, maybe. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. It wasn't that hard a shot. Well, that's a smart shot. A lot of people would have tried to be a little more heroic from there, but there was no need.
Back on the fairway, back in play. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Steady all day long. That one about 20 feet away. He'll settle. This would give him the double. Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. That hole certainly got the best of him. Triple bogey. Now another par 3. We're at the 8th. Frank, it's only 165 yards.
It is, but when you look at the green, you can see how narrow it is. Actually, the green is nearly a figure 8, so it's obviously the right number hole. Bunker's sort of short leftish and that little pocket area on the right, so it'll punish anything left or right, even though the hole's just that meager yardage.
You don't want to make a habit of it. In the bunker again off the tee. Great professionals, Frank, they don't fear the greenside bunker shot, do they?
No, because you can be as aggressive or as conservative as you want. You actually have far more options, and you don't have to hit the ball first.
And he's made the green. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Come on, you have to make that, don't you? Drop shot here at the 8th. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
So a tester from 4 feet. This would be a good time to reverse the slide. 5 over par on the day. Now to the par 5 9th, Frank, what are we looking at here?
Well, for the longer hitters, it's actually a chance to reach par 5 and 2. 300 yards is where that fairway starts to bend more to the left. So if you do the maths, it's going to give you roughly 250 yards to the middle sort of front left of that green. That's the easy way to play the hole. Make a mistake off the tee and you might find out this is a more difficult 3-shotter than what you were anticipating.
Well, at least he can draw on the experience from the previous hole. Again, in the bunker. All right, Frank, second shot.
Yeah, it looks like a good lie. Just take maybe half a club more than the distance allows. Still got to check the wind. Don't have to fly the ball all the way to the flag from here.
And he's in the sand again. Unlucky. Routine stuff here, Frank, from the bunker?
You just got to be careful of that lip in front of him with his third shot coming up.
Sit down. Get down.
Oh, this is gone. Well, it was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
In the greenside bunker here, Frank. Nice to go to the beach, but not too often, we hope. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Frank, the nice thing about golf is that if you struggle on that front side, you can take a breath and you can regroup. And you can get something going on the back 9.
During a round of golf, there's so many little things you can do, especially when you're a little awry. Check the ball position. Maybe you're starting to focus too much on swing rather than actually the shots in hand. I'm loving that balance.
That was just a beautiful drive and hit it solid and right in the middle. Frank, our featured player, a bit wobbly of late. This is an important approach shot.
It is. Time to just hit the brakes, do a little reset. Things aren't completely lost yet. Start to get back to that positive frame of mind.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
Might be. Could be. Bang, right in the back of the cup, Frank.
Unbelievable.
Standing over the ball here at the par 5 11th. Now we go to the 11th hole, and this is a par 5, but it's actually shorter than the par 4 10th. This one comes in at 530 yards, and more evidence of the kind of creativity by the award-winning design team of Patel and Duncan.
Well, that's right. Patel really is known to be the shaper. He's the one that makes all those interesting shapes of the bunkers. For example, here, nipping it in the fairway, making driver almost too much club or very, very risky, plus the front bunker there. Now, this is a great par 5. The reason why, it's reachable, it's tempting, but you don't know what you're going to finish up shooting on it.
Headed for the bunker? That one is in the bunker. Here we go again, Frank, in the bunker.
Yeah, this is bizarre. I mean, I've lost count how many bunkers he's been.
At least a half a dozen. Third shot now from the bunker. Early part of this second 9 with a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie. This is a 13-footer. Not too much and not too little. Perfectly played into the center of the cup. 12th hole now, and Frank, the long hitters could have an advantage here.
If they want to take a very dangerous line over that left side, this is really where the shot maker has the advantage. That hole bending completely to the left. You'd like to hit a draw there, so use those bunkers down the through side of the fairway and then just sort of shape that ball towards the green. Interesting shaped green, really 3 different sections to this, and of course 3 bunkers, each protecting a different portion.
Getting some sand in the shoes now. We're a second straight hole. He's in the bunker. Anything you do differently with your setup?
Just dig my feet into the sand a little bit more, but make sure you focus on the exact spot on the ball you want to hit.
This one is definitely heading left. Looks like it is going to end up in the rough. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with that. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Okay, that's par. 3 over for the round. Well, well, well. What do we have here, partner? The par 5 13th, or is it a par 8? I can't tell.
It looks like a misprint, Rich. 702 yards, and not only that, too, they put the 2 fairway bunkers in a perfect place. Perfect place if they want to annoy your tee shot. It's going to take 310, 320 yards just to get past that. Then you've got a long, long way to go. And, of course, remember when you're on 10, this is the shared green. So 13 and 10, this is where they meet up again at the end of a long, long walk.
Good tee shot right in the fairway and plenty long.
Second shot.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. Good swing, good shot yet again. Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie.
Really. This is that awkward length.
Boy, he looked like Ben Crenshaw right there. That was smooth and easy, right in the heart. Par 3 14th, headed over Lake Zimmer. Old man Zimmer was a legend in these parts here in Maine, at Lighthouse Point. All you want here, Frank, at 240 yards.
Yeah. Hey, son.
Midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th.
Are you going away, Brooklyn?
Pardon?
And are you going away?
Chance for back-to-back.
To
Yeah, I
Brooklyn?
told you I'm going to Brooklyn, yeah.
Yeah. I'll have fun.
Okay. Thank you. See ya.
See ya.
Really has it going now. Back-to-back birdies. Rich Lerner back at Lighthouse Point with Frank Nobilo. We're at the 15th hole. Frank, a relatively short par 4, 387 yards.
Yeah, finally we get one under 400 yards. A little bit of trouble off the tee to be avoided. Bunker left and that little pot bunker on the right. But missed those. And really, this is a very much a scoring opportunity.
I
That's
just
fine.
got another.
Great Bobby Jones used to say the hardest shot in golf's the next one.
Something
Judging by
like-
that light, it's not going to be too hard.
Fishy one.
Frank, really good chance from this position
No,
to make a
I think
birdie.
I'm
Yeah,
going
really the
to
only
go
thing
back.
he's looking at right now is the flag. This is
And
a
a
green
bat.
light special.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on the easy birdie.
And I will start every time he comes back.
Frank, 2 is nice, but
3 is even better.
so with a make, moves to even par. Time to make a move, the closing stretch here at number 16, par 3, 241 yards.
I knew there was nothing there to grab onto. I'll show you in the times that, but there is a bit over there, but I can't remember.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
That was like Usain Bolt, Frank, right through the tape.
Yeah, that first step, that was never going to stop.
Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Perfect, and in the hole. What a shot. 17th hole is another par 5, 613 yards. Frank, how do you play it?
Only the longest hitters can get here in 2. It's 2 big hits, that's for sure. S-shaped fairway. So if you can't reach the par 5 and 2, you can still plot your way down there for a nice little pitch, and really great opportunity to get one back off the scorecard.
Coming down the home stretch here at the 17th. Set up well for a chance to get at that flagstick. Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. How tough is this going to be now from the rough, Frank?
Oh, it's tough to say, Rich. I mean, so much is going to depend on that lie. I'm going to need a little bit of luck.
Putting all of his talents on display here from the rough, and he knocks it really close. Beautiful shot. I mean, you just don't see this too often. How about 9 birdies on the card today? What a round. Frank, we've made it to the finishing hole. If you're having a good day, you stop and you reflect for just a moment. The beauty surrounding you, how well you've played. If it hasn't gone all that well, you're thinking about jumping on the Juniata Crossway Bridge off to the left and getting out of Dodge. Well, the tension is almost unbearable with 115 yards left to the hole. This is just a superb performance. Great round to this point, Frank, and you can really see that reflected in his mood today.
Yeah, it just looks too easy. Swinging the club beautifully. Ball's going exactly where he wants it to. He's not trying to take too many risks. So consequently, he's getting birdie opportunity after birdie opportunity.
Frank, this is where the mental game really comes into play. You've hit a second consecutive shot into the rough.
This could compound very, very quickly. So now's a chance to just take a little breath, take a breather, and try to make sure this shot certainly gets out.
Solid play, heart of the green. Getting set now over the putt. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Just a couple of feet. So he has that for bogey. I can't help but think that the double bogey back on the 8th hole seems to have taken him out of his game. Well said, partner. What a day it's been. From the cliffs at Lighthouse Pointe. Alongside Frank Nobilo, I'm Rich Lerner, and we hope to see you next time.